Okay, hey everybody, welcome back. So the question came up about how best to make your settlement buildings. When I first made mine, I made these long rooms, 5 of them. You can sort of see it on the mini map. And then I kind of realized that that was bad. So I'm going to show you what I've learned and what not to do. So the biggest thing comes from when you have to upgrade your floors. So these were my first 6, and I made them, and then I started these. And I thought, there's got to be a better way to do this. And so what I found is, you'll see I have a long hallway. I've been calling it a pole, but it's kind of a hallway. And that hallway leads right up to that generator. Now what that allows me to do is whatever room this hallway is attached to, right now you can follow the hallway like a maze, and you see it's attached here to, I don't know what the hell that room is. Let's find out. That would be the assembly. No, the wood shop. Yeah, haha. It's it's the assembly room. You'll see that, and so what that means is I could actually take the machine here that requires me to use a generator, and I could put that all the way up here at the end of my hallway. Well, actually, kind of where that other machine is. And I could close this door here, build right here, and then remove the wall down the hallway, and it would allow me to then utilize that hall for the wood shop. What I did in creating, so for this room, my storage room, you'll see here at the end of the hall, I simply broke that wall and built a wall right there, and that made it connect to that long room that has the 14 floors that I needed to upgrade. You can do that with every room as long as you have the maximum 14, which is what you need to upgrade to the max. You don't need to upgrade the walls to get all of the builds done. Eventually, when they add more stuff in, you probably will, but this is sort of a temporary solution kind of a thing. The great thing about it is it lets you move and remove or add and subtract walls. Where the hell is my gas? None there. It lets you move and remove the walls in a way to where you're not having to build more floors than you need. I built more than I needed. You need 14 and that's it. So all you got to do is focus on those 14, and then you're putting yourself in a position where all you have to do is open and change a wall. So I used the some information that a friend of mine, Cordy, had their base design, and I sort of modified it to what I thought was going to work best for what I'm suggesting. So I'm going to show you a few pictures now in the hopes that it makes it a little bit clearer on what I think the best design is in order for you to do this. Okay, this is Cordy's design minus my additions. So what my thought was is putting a central room that you can access from everywhere. What that allows you to do is you can put a generator, and we built it where we built it because it's got the minimal amount of rocks. In the next picture, I'll show you the best way, the best location, but you got to just make sure that you don't put your room where you have rocks in the corners or where your generators will sit. The rocks come off the edges. I'll show you that later. So what you need is a room that can accommodate 14 floors. You do not need to worry about walls, and you want them all to sort of touch like that, so that all you have to do is, let's say this is the room that you wanted to upgrade, or that you wanted to put a machine down. You would simply break one of the walls here, and that would make this whole room here like this. It would be one big room. Then when you're ready, you build a wall back up, and if you move to this one, you simply break any wall, just one wall, and it builds it into the room. You can do that all the way around, and as long as you continue to build the wall back up and close it, it becomes a room all on its own again. So is the map that Dahlia made, and it shows where all the rocks are, and to me this is sort of the best place to put that center room. You can do it up further, you just need to be careful that you're watching out for these. So for example, you can't put a generator there because you cannot put wires on any of these rocks. So your generator would have to go like right here, and you could go wires off. This particular location allows for the least amount of rocks in the way, but it does require a little bit of extra building. So what my suggestion was to build this sort of hallway or pole off of this room to give you access. You'll end up having to put a generator right there for the substation, or sorry, it'll actually go, yeah, thank you for saving the screenshot. It'll go right here because you need a wire to go off. Then you'll have one here, but you cannot put any that way, and you can go that way. So if you did like this, and I'll sort of remake it a little bit, make it a little clearer. You've got, oh god, way too big. You've got one room like that, and then you do one room like that, really bad, but you get the drift. You need sort of that extra room here, which will make a hallway to that generator. That gives you the ability to have, like I said, generator and rooms off. So it would look like this. So this is where my generator is, right here. And as you can see, one is connected that way. And then what I have is a wire this way. Now remember, that one's closed off. Got a wire this way and a wire that way. So in room 1, I can take the machine, put it right there, and I'm good. I can, for room 2, I have it here. But if I need something from, let's say this room right here, it needs something on the machine. I open a wall, and this takes me all the way to this right here, this super long pole. Then all I gotta do is break out this wall here and add a wall here, and this room is now open and connectable to that generator. So the big thing about the rooms is that it has to be an enclosed space. You just can't have a broken wall. It doesn't matter what shape it is. You could have it in an S. You could have it any way you want, as long as it doesn't have a broken wall. What that allows you to do is continue to manipulate that one room that has your flooring. It makes a huge difference if you don't have to do like I did, and it's super massive build like this. But as you can see, I have that room, and it sort of manipulates that center, or all of the rooms. But if you have this room like this, and they all sort of branch off, it makes it much different. Now, when it comes to the water, if you have a smaller base, you can actually just go like this and create a hallway, and then put your machine like that, and then do the same. You could have 2 hallways, you could have multiple hallways, however you want them to go, but as long as they connect to the original room and then connect to the water source, you're fine. It saves you a lot of extra pipe instead of going all the way, that's too many of that color, instead of going all the way in to, let's say, that machine, you're really just bringing that machine down there and then just connecting it as close as you need to be. So I've hoped that this made some sense with my 3 a.m. drawing. If you have questions, just pop them in the comments below. Thank you. Bye.